Hi guys, how you doing? Right, this is another haul video. I went out at the weekend and the weather was just fantastic. The boot sales were massive. There was just stuff everywhere and I got a pretty massive haul. I don't think this will fit in one video, it'd just be far too long. So yeah, there's going to be no particular sort of theme to these. I've just got some of it here and I've got piles of it over there, so I'm just going to try and plough through. So without any more waffling, I'll crack on with some of the stuff I got. First, I've got a little tub of Duplo. I don't think everything is in there that's supposed to be, but I always pick up Duplo. I paid £1 for that tub with about, I don't know what's in there, 40 or 50 bricks. Okay, sorry about that. You may have heard the shop bell just went. It's Tuesday, Andrew's on her day off, so I am managing the shop. If you can hear the builders out the back, there's a construction site going on out there as well. Anyway, I will plough on. So yeah, a bit of Duplo. I got a massive lot of Duplo, which I will show you in a minute. I mean, huge. Right, Nerf stuff. I came across the store and they were just setting up and he started bringing out Nerf guns and some really decent ones as well. But there was lots and lots of dealers, lots of traders. He was asking £5 a gun, which on ones like this is not bad at all. I grabbed everything as he brought it out and then tried to do a deal, but there were just people all around me trying to grab them and he wasn't that keen on coming down, which is fair enough. So I ended up getting everything I'm about to show you for £25, which is still pretty good. So there's one of these. This is a good question. What is it? It's a long strike. It's got, I think this bit comes off this barrel. Anyway, so one of those with a magazine. One of these, which is the Recon with the barrel. Again, these, there you go, these come off. And the shoulder thingy, which are all detachable. And then two of these retaliators, like so, again with the extra barrel part and shoulder mount. Another one there. That one's got a clip in it, this one doesn't. One of these, what does it say on here? It just says dart tag on that one. That's the revolving barrel one. And then a few other bits and bobs. A tiny little handgun. One of the extra large capacity magazines. A little extra handle thing. And a bag with another 3 or 4 magazines, can't tell, and a load of ammo. So yeah, paid more than I have been on Nerf stuff, but there's plenty of profit in that. Picked up one of these, haven't had one for a while, but I've sold loads of these over the years. This isn't all of it, there's some other bits, but this is a wallpaper stripper. This is the main unit. It just has like a heating element, like a kettle element in it, and it creates a head of steam. And then you have the mains plug and the lead and the little bit that you put on the wall to steam off your wallpaper. Paid £1 for it. Was it £1? Might have been £2 actually, £2. And yeah, I find these sell really well. This is only a Wix like sort of generic brand one, but I find generally you can get around the £20 mark for these. I picked up a, what do we have here? Oh, stuff everywhere. Kenwood juicer. Oh, Nerf guns falling everywhere. Kenwood juicer with all the bits, plunger, etc. And the little jugs there. That was £2 or £2.50. Trying to remember now. I think I got it for £2 in the end. That was pretty nice. picked up this. Now I've had different ones from this firm before. They do like little kids knitting sets and craft sets. This one is Stitch It Pink Piggies kit. Excuse my voice there. So yeah, it's a kit to make two little like stuffed animals. This one is factory sealed, as you can see. I quickly scanned it into Amazon while I was at the stall, and the cheapest new on Amazon is about £20, so I picked that up for £2. Scrabble, standard. No, I've got Nerf guns everywhere now. Got another one of these. I had one of these not that long ago. Sometime last year I sold it. I can't remember what I sold it for. I think it was $12.99 perhaps with shipping on top. Or it might have been a tenner with shipping on top. Anyway, it's Pokemon and it's a plaster moulding kit. So you get little plaster moulds to make these characters. So I grabbed that one for £1. That's all in there. Oops. Articulate, I paid £1. That's a good seller. Most board games go better at Christmas, but this one seems to have a market all year round. So that was nice. Another one of these, which I will probably send up to Amazon FBA. It's a Harry Potter scene it. It's not the really sought after one, which is the whole sort of saga in one. This is the second edition, I think. Or was it the first one? Can't even see where it says it now. Anyway, yeah, scanned it into Amazon. There's some money in that. I took a chance on this, didn't look it up, but it was only £1. It's a vintage 1992 Robin Hood board game. A lot of this I haven't had a chance to look up and judge what I'm likely to get, but this I was intrigued, so I looked this up as soon as I got back. But there's just no demand for it by the look of it, so it's a bit of a fail, but it's a very interesting thing. And this sort of vintage looking old niche board games, you can make home runs on these sometimes. It's the weirdest stuff that goes for lots of money, but this one for whatever reason doesn't seem to be a demand for. So yeah, a little bit of a fail on my Robin Hood game, but it was only £1, so I was always going to take a chance on that. I got another of these hot wires, paid £5 on it, looks to be complete. They sell well on either Amazon or eBay. A set of roll dial books. I don't know how many's in there, 10 maybe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's 10. Paid a couple of quid on this and they go really well. I have no trouble shifting that. And then I went to a stall and they had a load of books that look to me to be absolutely brand new. Loads of these authors, some like the Hoyt Henry ones that I see quite often, and then some other authors. I think there's 3 or 4 different authors in this bundle. Anyway, she said that books were 20p, and I went through everything she had and put this stack together. I said to her, if you can make it 10p each, I'll buy the lot, which she was happy to do. There was 27 there, so that came to £2.70, and then I noticed she had some kids DVDs. Asked her how much they were, and they were 50p each, or 3 for £1. So to make that, so I said, will you chuck one of those in and make that £3? She said, yeah, that's fine. So I threw in one of these Raymond Briggs. I find these do well if you get Snowman and the Snow Dog, and this one, and there might be another one. Anyway, they bundle up pretty well. More of a Christmas thing. And then the rest were 3 for £1, and there's no Disney in here, I don't think. But they're pretty good titles that I bundle up really well, so I managed to get 7 and then got the whole lot for £5. So these worked out that they were 3 for £1 and a freebie. So we've got Rio, Arthur Christmas, which will go to make up a Christmas animated film bundle. Surf's Up, Kung Fu Panda. These are not really worth anything on their own, but I find they bundle up really well. Kung Fu Panda 2, B-movie, and brilliant film, Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Who. So that heap was a £5. And then I got, this is heavy, I had this exact thing last summer and sold it for, I think it was 30 I sold it for, it might have been 35. What it is the box is in a mess. It's a double camping gas burner, but this one has its regulator attached. They don't come with a regulator, but this one's had one put on, and she was telling me about it. They had a camper van or something and they bought this to take with them camping, and then the lady had to have a hip operation or something, and then she wasn't really able to sleep in a camper van, etc. And they just bought this, and they just bought a new regulator and had it attached, and then she had to have the op and couldn't use it. So she was saying the regulator is brand new, the actual burner is unused, and it's so clean it does look unused. And it also comes with a gas bottle. Let me show you that. Yeah, it also had the gas bottle, which feels, I don't think it's full, but I don't think it's far off. I don't know, it's really hard to tell. At least half full. So yeah, I was happy to pay what she was asking, which was 15. I will probably do this through eBay. I mean, I might even do it on Facebook as local collection, because I really don't want to be messing around sending that through the post or through a courier. I don't think they'd accept it anyway. So yeah, pay 15. I don't know what I'll ask on it, probably 40 or maybe more. So that was that. Then the Duplo, I mentioned I got a big lot of Duplo. It's a big one. This was, I think, the very first thing I bought, and I had to go straight back to the car. I can barely lift it. If you can see, it's a massive tub on wheels, absolutely rammed with Duplo. And it's all, this time, I did buy a big box like this a couple of weeks back, and it was had loads and loads of mega blocks in it, mixed in, which is always a pain in the neck. But this is 100% Duplo, really nice condition. And the bonus, the thing that made me go for it, because it wasn't cheap, was this. These are all the house parts. And if you can see, I've sold a house not long ago, and I think I got 30 or thereabouts with shipping on top, and it wasn't this much. I think there's two houses worth of bits in here, maybe more. So yeah, I paid 25 on this, but I'll make profit just on these parts, and then what's left is, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 kilos of Duplo, and I've been selling Duplo off recently. I sold a kilo just yesterday, or maybe the day before, of just random bricks for £15 with shipping on top. So yeah, there's plenty of money in this. It's quick and easy to do. I just break it down into kilos and list it. So yeah, there's no figures in it, not really many exciting parts. There's a few of these little vehicle bases, that sort of thing, the odd boat and stuff, but no figures as such. Some of these little heads and stuff. But yeah, so that was good. Right, so that's pretty much what I had here. I'll go and grab some more stuff and show you. Okay, right, I'll just show you these last bits and then I'll wrap this video up, because I think we're already at 15 minutes nearly. And then I'll do the rest in another video. Right, I went to a stall and I saw some more of these little ZhuZhu Pets, or ZhuZhu Pets, I don't know quite how you pronounce it. These little hamstery things that run around and make noises. Now somebody kindly messaged me on my other video where I picked up some of these. To turn them off, apparently there's a button hidden under their back here. Apparently, yeah, if you hold that down, they make that yawning sound and then go to sleep, if you will. So that's how to turn them off, which is handy, so thanks for that. Anyway, I went to a stall and they had some of these ZhuZhu Pets. They only had about 3, maybe 4 of the pets, and one of these little house things and a couple of accessories. And I went up and I said, how much do you want for those? And they thought long and hard about it and then came back with £15. And then they started doing the, yeah, they're really collectible. Yeah, you can get loads for these on eBay business. And I was like, yeah, okay, thanks, and walked off. And then not like 2 or 3 stalls down, I found someone else with them. And I thought, oh, here we go again. And I asked, and what I'm about to show you, I paid, well, I didn't realise at the time, but they'd actually labelled it on one of the vehicles. Don't know if it's going to show up, but it says £3 the set. And the set, as they described it, included everything I'm going to show you. So there's this little house thing with this dome. In here we've got, oops, so there's that yellow one, white one. Now I haven't sold these yet. We're kind of experimenting with a few new things, and this is one of them. There's a pink spotty one, so I don't know if any of these are ones that you could sell on their own or whether they're just worth bundling. I know very little about it. 2 more there that almost look like a couple. Another 2 here. These guys, that's 3, 4, 5, so that's 7. Plus that little part of the house. Apparently these all connect up basically, and then these have little wheels and they run around all around the house and, I don't know, talk to each other and do fun things. So yeah, various little beds and things. This other section of the house with, there's a few of these vehicles. Now how these work is they have a little like connector thing there, so they run up to these and then they push the vehicles around. So yeah, pretty mad. There's all of that. There is another section of house with various accessories. Another vehicle, again, that they just run up into, connect on, and then they power the vehicles, if you like. The bit that I showed you that had the price on is a little caravan thing. Another car, an ice cream van, which I believe makes a little, well, plays a tune. And a few more accessories and bits and bobs, and one more pet with a funky hairstyle. So yeah, so I went from one stall where there was, like I say, a handful of pets and one of these house things, and they wanted ridiculous amounts. Walked down the field and found however many that was pets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 8 pets, 3 of the houses, and a load of vehicles for £3. So yeah, just goes to show how random pricing is at car boot sales. Anyway, that was that. I was quite pleased to find those. I really need to do my research and find out the best way of selling this stuff, because at the moment I have no idea what this stuff's worth really. So there you go. Oh, I've got some dust in my throat again. Excuse me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I will put together another video, show you the rest of the stuff that I picked up. But for now, that's it. So please give it a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.